Shout out to Caressa for sending me this Black Excellence story. I plan to do as many or highlight as many black businesses as I possibly can. So here we have two entrepreneurs whose names are Jamie Barnes and Greg Williams, and they are the owners of this food truck called What the Fries, and they are located in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, I know I have to have some people who live down there in Charlotte, so most definitely, if you come across their food truck, make sure and go and patronize them. Jamie Barnes and Greg Williams, friends turned business partners, are the chefs and co-owners of What the Fries, one of the most in-demand food trucks in Charlotte, North Carolina. In fact, despite the challenges brought about by the pandemic, they managed to almost triple the sales of their signature loaded fries. Now, let me pause right there. I thought that was very interesting that they put there, because what I have noticed is a pattern that a lot of black-owned businesses, whether online or otherwise, manage to have their sales really go up despite what was going on with the pandemic. I've noticed that a lot. I've seen it quite often, to be quite honest. It seems like this pandemic actually worked in a lot of black-owned businesses' favor rather than against them, because, the traditional major department stores or anything like that people are familiar with were the ones that were, I think, affected the most. So what ended up happening is people had to find an alternative, and lo and behold, many alternatives happened to be black-owned businesses. So in a way, this actually helped rather than hindered. 5 years ago, the two men who met back in college at Johnson & Wales University started their food truck business right after competing together at the reality show The Great Food Truck. I think I've heard of that show. I think it used to be on the Food Network. Although they didn't win in the finals, they continue making loaded fries for their business. Now, according to Charlotte Magazine, they serve Charlotte's best loaded fries from their food truck. However, they said their first few years were not easy. They worked hard to prove to people that they deserved to be in the business. They started catering to corporate events, serving boxed pasta lunches until they were able to buy an old FedEx delivery truck that they converted into a food truck. Now the duo is aiming to open their first brick and mortar location around Charlotte. Finding a perfect location came with challenges again, as many landlords turned them down, thinking they wouldn't become as successful as they did with the food truck. Now, see, here's the thing. You see two black men that run their food truck, even though it's successful, but they don't want to give them anything because they don't think they're going to be successful. That's one stumbling block that many black people who are business owners run into when it comes to these landlords. These landlords will hand out all types of loans that sometimes barely have to even be paid back. So it's almost more like a grant to these other non-black individuals to start their own business or everything like that. But when it comes to black people, they have to go above and beyond to prove that they can actually be there, even when their resume and their track record shows that they are able and capable of doing so. In the next 5 years, they hope to expand their brand to multiple food trucks and locations as well. Hopefully they expand to where I'm at. With their combined skills and determination, as well as their yummy dishes, they are looking forward to more success in the future. Be ready to grind and just don't give up. When you have your own business, there will be days when you want to quit, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Once you start seeing the payoff, it will all be worth it. And this is for more information about What the Fries or to order online. Visit www.whatthefriesclt.com. Well, now knowing that they have an order online option, I wouldn't mind ordering from them. I wonder how it's going to be, when it comes. I wonder if it's like, are they going to be frozen? And then I guess they maybe send you some kind of a packet so you can, like, almost like a kit that you could put together. If that's the case, I would definitely patronize it, since I can't get to Charlotte at the moment to actually go there and patronize their business. But shout out to these two men in their food truck. Also, like I said, if you live in the Charlotte area, make sure you go and visit their food truck. I will leave the link to their website pinned down in the comments below. And now that I know they have an order option, there really is no excuse. So with that being said, shout out to these two men. And I can't wait to see what other success stories come from them. Hopefully they will be successful in getting their brick and mortar business, because it's very rare that you find a business that just caters to making fries. But I don't know what else they might have to offer. But it seems that fries is their main selling point. But I hope that they are successful either way.